Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are getting ready to make French dip dumplings. I've got some deli roast beef meat here, some Italian cheese, French onion, Campbell's. We've got some grand biscuits, the big ones, and water. That's all we need to make this. I'm going to set up and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up that can, get that can in that pan. And then we're going to put the water in and we're going to let it boil. We're going to let it heat up, and that'll be probably maybe about 5 minutes. You want to bring it to a complete boil. And then we're going to add that meat, okay? So we're going to put in about a cup of water. Just pour it in that can, that way you can get some more of that goodness out. And that's it. Bring it to a boil. When it comes to a boil, I'll be back. Alright, so now what I'm getting ready to do is, that's boiling as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that roast beef in there. If you need to see how thick those slices are. I'm just going to stick that in there. And we're going to heat this up for 5 minutes. In all that heat. We're going to just heat it up. So I'm going to come back after 5 minutes and let you see what it looks like. I'll be back. Alright, the meat is cooked. So what you want to do is flatten this out a little bit. You want to flatten it out. You can use a spoon, you can use the pan that you're using, but you definitely want to flatten it out just a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit. You can see what I'm doing. Stretch it out. Okay? And you want to do this. I've got 5 of them on here so I can show you. Because we're going to fill them up. Not fill them up, but we are going to definitely put some filling in this. And this is such a quick, easy, something to do when you want a meal, but maybe not a meal, on a rainy day. A quick snack for the kids. Quick snack for yourself. This is really simple. Really easy. You can do so many things with donuts. I said with donuts. You can do so many things with biscuits, and donuts is one of them. And we'll have to do that one day. So just stretch it a little bit. Kind of pull as you go to stretch it out a little bit, because we're definitely going to be using this dough to, you'll see what I'm going to do. And you don't have to get the biscuits with the extra butter in them. You don't have to do that. Just make sure you get the bigger. Why do I keep calling them donuts? Do I have donuts on my mind? Make sure you get the biscuits, the grand size, because you want to be able to put a little bit in here. The small ones, you can do the small ones, absolutely. They would just be a little smaller. So we're going to take it. I'm going to use a fork to scoop this in, and mainly because I don't want all that juice in there. I do want some, but I don't want all that juice in there. So the best way to do it is to use a fork. You can still use a spoon if that's what you want to do. I'm going to use a fork, okay? Because I don't want all that juice in there. And you can put as much in here as you want, but just remember we have to close this baby up, so don't get too happy. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do these 5. Then I'm going to do the other 3. And then we're going to put them in the oven. We're going to bake these on 350. Please make sure your oven is already preheated. So we're going to do this on 350. And it's going to cook for about as long as you would cook your biscuits. So about 15 to 20 minutes depending on your oven, okay? So once we get all our meat in there, I think that's enough. Put a little bit more in this one. Okay, so now that we got our meat in there, what we're going to do is now we're going to put in the cheese. And that's the Italian blended cheese that I showed you earlier. Put that in there. Don't worry about getting it a little messy. It's going to be just fine because it's going to be yummy in the end. Okay? And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to fold these up. To close them up, you can do these any way you want to. There is no science to this. Just make it. It's food. It can be worked out. Okay? So this is what I mean when I said grab the ends. And you want to make sure this mixture is cooled down before you do this. So you need to let it sit for a little bit. So we're going to pull these edges up. Pull them up. And they started shrinking back. So we want to pull it up as best we can. Because what you need to do is you need to make sure this closes. So you want to pull it up like that. And give it a little twist if you have to. Pull it up. Make a little pouch. There you go. One pouch down. Do it again. Bring it up. Pinch it if you have to as you go. Bring it on up. We're making little pouches. And if you don't want to make little pouches, you don't have to. But whatever you do, we want this to be closed up. Okay? You want it to be closed up. Because if it's not closed, everything is going to come gushing out on you, okay? So just close it up. The best you can. Do the best you can to close it up. Little meat comes out, little juice comes out, it'll be just fine. Just close it up, okay? Look at this. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day in this kitchen, right? Things you don't think you can make yourself. There's nothing, I say all the time, nothing you can buy out there in those streets that you can't make at home. First you don't succeed, try again. Eventually you will get it. You go out to a nice restaurant, you taste something you like, think about what you tasted. Think about the ingredients. And trust me, you can go home and make it. Duplicate it the best way you can. You can go home and do it. Alright, so we got our pouches done. 350, 15 to 20 minutes. And when it's done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll be back. Alright. Look at us. We have done it again. This is our French Dip Dumpling. That's just some of the sauce. So we have something to dip it in, right? It's all done. It is done. And every single one of them are not going to look the same. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Okay? We're done. Things made easy with Gigi. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Everybody be safe. Be blessed. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.